Hello, guys. Welcome to the Watchalong for the sprint qualifying at the Silverstone Grand Prix, and it's warm weather. It should be exciting. We're set for a good one. Lewis Hamilton topped FP1 by 2/10, followed by Kimi Antonelli, and then came the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. And had someone in the comments mentioning about Ferraris not potentially being very good around Silverstone. Started well. Let's see how we get on. Hello, Primcat. How are you? Is it a big day in Australia? Do you watch the football? You've got a game on later. It's against Egypt, I think, in a few hours. I don't know if you watch it, or is it just all F1? I think that'll be a tough one for you, though. But if you watch it, World Cup, you never know. Hello, Kimmy Phoenix. Nice to see you join me again. Two mainstays here, isn't it, in this watch along? I can rely on you to be. I won't be on my own. I've got you. I've got two people that like me and will watch. Yeah, I reckon Egypt will win as well, Kimmy. They're a pretty good side, do well in the African Cup of Nations. So it'll be if you pull off a result there, it'll be absolutely amazing. But back to the F1. Yeah, it's an interesting one. The McLarens are struggling. They didn't look good in free practice. Mistakes. The car looks edgy. They went for a spin. No incidents, but just a spin in free practice. I can't remember which of the McLarens it was. But we're in and set for what should be a really good sprint race weekend. And can you guess what? The last time there was a sprint race weekend, 2021. Guess who won? Lewis Hamilton. And he's topped FP1. So I'm getting my hopes high already. He didn't win the sprint race. That was won by Max Verstappen. He came second. But then the emotional 2021 win back in Silverstone in the black Mercedes. Well, can he do it in scarlet red in the... Can he do it in the scarlet red this year, 5 years on, in another sprint race weekend? Hello, welcome along, pedal to the metalhead. I'm here, sort of. You're here. That's all that counts. Welcome along. Hope you enjoy it. Are you working? It's it's only 4:20 so I think the working day here. I mean, when does a working day ever end? I guess for some people, but generally I think 5 o'clock. So 8 o'clock before you need to sign off of work. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear? It's showing as you should be able to hear me now. To hear. Can you hear me now? Yes, it's showing, but then you're right. When it's muted on your end, it should hopefully. I don't know what's going on. That's a new one that I've not had that issue before. 5 minutes away. I need to get some air in here. I feel like. Apologies if you can hear that fan. But there's an echo. I wonder what's going on. All right, just bear with me 1 second while I mess about with it. Should now be able to hear me. Hopefully there's no echo. Can you let me know? Any echo, guys? I hope that's better. Coolio muted. Muted on your end. Are you just watching the timings pedal to the metalhead? Yes, there's an echo. Still an echo? I've not had that issue before, so I don't know what's going on. I can't hear an echo on my guys. Apologies. I don't know what's happening on that one. I can't hear it. Sounds like you're singing through an echo machine. So yeah, yeah, even on the audio through my probably better if I just keep talking. Yeah, through my earpiece, it's not showing that any echo at all. Let me know if that's any better. I just tech issues. Hey, I thought I was on time and like ready to on time and ready today. Then we get tech issues and echo. Better now, no echo for me. Don't know. Maybe was I too close to this? I'll see. There we go. A couple of minutes away. Well, there we go. Let's see it. 3 minutes to qualifying. Hopefully we're over it. Who we got, guys? Who we going for? Who's sprint pole? All good, no echo. Nice. I did pull it out and just do a tech fix of turn it off and turn it on again. And I hope that's finished or fixed it. Finished, hopefully finished. No echo. But there we go. Is it a big Hamilton? Of course. Yes, Mr. Ferrari. Yes, I'm with you on that one. Pedal to the metal head. Kimmy, Kat, who we got? Are you sticking with a Max Verstappen? Max didn't look that good in free practice, did he? I was surprised at their pace. I was genuinely expecting a battle between the Mercedes and Red Bull this weekend, especially because it's a power circuit. Red Bulls have got the best engine, according to someone. He probably will cry like a baby if he wins this one. I think it'll be a big win if he pulls it off. Because apparently this circuit shouldn't suit them. It's a power circuit. Fast corners, which they're not the best at. Theirs is the low and medium speed corners. High speed corners, they're okay at, but they've got the long straight down here. The super clipping is going to be the big one, and that's something to watch out for. They didn't do too many onboard shots, did they, during FP1? I did try to just watch and listen in and see how much, if any, super clipping we actually got. Russell, your pick, Primcat? It was Kimmy that went with Kim Russell, wasn't it, last time out in Austria? He pulled it off. Kimmy for pole. Yeah, I think it's going to be between Kimmy and Lewis and Russell. And you can't count Max out. I might as well just name the grid at this rate. But it should be tight. It's effectively just one run, isn't it, now? That's what I like about this qualifying session. It's not especially in Q3, it's just going to be one run on the softs. I think the two medium runs, Q1, Q2, and then a soft run, Q3. I would have thought they would have done like a hard, medium, soft in every session, but I think they decided against that, didn't they? I think that was an initial thought when they started doing these sprint qualifying sessions. I'm hopeful that you guys can all hear that now. No echo, we're all good. Everybody in the pits, it is. They can now go out. Yes, mediums. To go out in Q1, I think it'd be Lance Stroll, that'll be last, followed by Fernando Alonso, and I think it'd be the two Williams after that. They were not good, were they? Yeah, you can change tires now, can't you? Between from after qualifying to the race, you can pick whatever, start the sprint on whatever race tire you want. Choice between a hard and a medium. So we'll see what they go with. So let's see. In practice, it was Stroll last, followed by the Alpines. It's going to be the Aston Martin Cadillac, isn't it? Out for, I think, probably the two Williams as well. News on Williams, actually, if you are any Williams fans, good to know. It's not going to be bad. Well, it will be bad for a little while, but they are doing effectively what Aston Martin did. They're going they're going for a B spec, basically building a whole new car mid-season. Kind of like what Aston Martin are doing. So a lot of work going on. That was James Vowles mentioning that in Free Practice 1 if you watched it. So I guess that's all in the hope of keeping Carlos Sainz. Driver's silly season is big. No denial of Max Verstappen talking to McLaren representatives last time out. So something to watch out for. Stroll for PM. I was watching the High Performance Racing podcast, actually. I don't think it was one. I don't know if someone commented on Stroll. Kimmy, you did, didn't you? Just said, at least we talk about Stroll, the better. But if you watch it, it had Jake Humphries, Otmar Zafnau, the old Alpine team principal, who actually did sign Stroll or managed him, Rob Smedley as well, an engineer, and all sort of saying he gets a bit of a stick that's not really fair, according to them. My argument back would be that is actually I don't think that's unfair from fans that watched him for 5 years now, and he's done the odd performance in a wet race, but they really, really rated him. And mainly because he said he's a good driver because he did well in junior series, but we've seen many a good driver do really well in junior series, got to F1 and, well, just didn't cut it, and then they got the boot. So for that, it doesn't really wash with me that. That was their opinion, though. I put it out there. So experts say he's good, but one obviously hired him, so he was hardly going to say, yeah, he was a crap hire later on down the line. Good moments on track. Yeah, he's had a pole position. I can't remember when that was. Did he win a race? Oh, he got close. He's had some really good wet races. I think it was Turkey or Istanbul was a really good one for him. It's coming back to mind. Was it there that he got his pole position in the wet? But a really, really good wet weather driver. But it's no good, is it? If he is dry most of the year round, and we do get some wet races, but if you're good for 3 of them, what's the point? The Haas on screen, Ollie Berman, did seem like it was a little bit sparky or scrubbing that, didn't it? As it was going round the bend. I predicted Haas to go well this weekend in my predictions, if you guys watched it. He's an umnut. I genuinely don't. He's only there because of his dad. I think it was any other team or any other driver, he would have been gone an absolute age ago. There's no 2 ways about it. He's not performed enough to keep that seat. But enough about Aston Martin. Big upgrade for Aston Martin coming in Hungaroring, so they've got to suffer this weekend, and they will definitely suffer next weekend in Belgium. But a huge amount of upgrades coming for them in Hungaroring, so expect a completely different Aston Martin. But if we go off what they needed from Austria, they were, I think it was, if they made up 2 seconds, they'd still be out in Q1. So this car has got to be really something special to, they're looking at needing to best part of 3.5, 4 seconds to find. So yeah, you should try drifting. Love it. You're right on that one. So yeah, big Hungaroring Grand Prix coming up. I think Ferraris will be mega around there, aren't they? Slow, medium speed corners. King of Hungaroring will be Ferraris. Charles Leclerc, fastest at the moment. That's a good lap. He needs a good race, does Charles Leclerc. Lewis Hamilton goes top. That's what we like to see. A Ferrari 1-2. Max in his Sector 1. Here's Sector 1. Yeah, he's done Sector 1. Sector 2 now. Oscar fastest in the first sector. It's very early yet, isn't it? When you see that happening, you can clearly tell you're getting too carried away with Lewis being on pole. Get McLaren fastest first sector. The track will ramp up. So we'll see what happens. Coming Antonelli on radio. Fastest. Red Bull. Hadjar looked good in free practice. That is a good one to see. I like Hadjar to do well. I actually like him as a driver, I think. Oscar's up there, yes. 1,000th behind Lewis Hamilton. Norris is quite a bit back, isn't it? P8. Not a good start for him, the homeboy. There's a few home drivers this weekend, aren't there? And all we hear about is how this is the greatest race because it's the British Grand Prix. It's a good race, but I'm pretty sure there's other great ones out there. I think that's one thing annoying about the British Grand Prix. I don't know if you feel that way, but it's almost like this. It's just the best. It's British and it's just the best. And it's like not quite sure about that. There's some other brilliant tracks, and we get some really good racing. And even Monza, I think, is not probably the best track, but what a place to go and watch racing. Albon's home race too. Arvid Lindblad. We've got Ollie Berman. We've got well, Albon is technically Thai, isn't he? He said that before, so it doesn't quite. He's still a British driver, I guess. We still class him as that. I think we take anyone when they're good. It's one thing about the Brits. Sao Paulo is a classic. I probably like that more than, yeah. I think there's nothing like going to Sao Paulo. The excitement that you get pre-Sao Paulo is like second to none. I mean, you do get that in Silverstone, so I don't know why I'm knocking it. It is a brilliant racetrack, but I just don't understand all this extra hype that they have to go on about it. I know it's a home Grand Prix of a lot of the people there and a lot of the teams are based here and all that sort of stuff, but like, just enjoy it when we go to other tracks as well. Keep it equal. Lewis going on another lap. Fastest in the middle sector. It looks close again, doesn't it? That's what's promising. There's not much to pick between them, especially when you look at them first runs in Q1 now. I mean, looking at a 10th, a 1,000th, that's especially we're going to get the super clipping thing. Lewis fastest, 10th up on Charles. Let's see what Kimi can do. Australia's too far from other races. There is that. But Melbourne is a good race. I think it's just the fact that it's the first race of the season. Or always has been traditionally. Like, I know it changed for a little bit. It just didn't feel right. It's like the season didn't start until we go to Australia in Melbourne. And I like the fact that the way they've changed that, the middle part of the sector, where you get the sort of longish straight into that mad corner. George, P9. Is he warming up for a lap? I'm 2 minutes 10 on my feed that I'm watching, so I don't know how far ahead or behind you are, guys. It's 2 minutes exactly now. If you want to sync up to where I'm watching. I know the timing screen here says something slightly different to where I'm at. So, last race of the season when it was in Adelaide, right? Okay. I was kind of just before. I never got to watch, like, with my own eyes, a race in Adelaide. Was it nice? Yeah, it was. So 97 was there, wasn't it? I think. Then 98, it went off the calendar, never to return, doesn't it? I've had a few circuits like that, like Portugal, Portimao, Nürburgring as a circuit. But apparently Max went there and said it was really strange to go back to an old circuit like the Nürburgring because it's just so tight. So it'll be interesting to see how this version of the Formula One cars race. George Russell stealing a bit of slipstream. 96 it came to Melbourne. Oh, so you're about a minute. I wonder if we can find something else. Russell, let's see if I find a different feed in a minute. Russell, not the best lap, is it? Max is flying. Middle sector. I mean, it's only half a thousand. So he's up about a 10th altogether, potentially Max, even though it wasn't a personal best for him. Max might be hitting the top. He's not. He was not very happy about the 26 regs, isn't he? He said he just laughed his head off when he was doing the sim testing for Silverstone. And not because it was good, because he was like, it was like I was driving a different circuit. So something to keep up. Stroll is at the pointy end. Well, no surprise, is there? Has he done a lap? He's plus 53. He's showing on the timing on that I've got here. He has done a lap. Wrong one, yeah. Well, the one where he's used to is most comfortable, I think, at that end of. Where look at the time. Look, they're 3.6. Again, a second off the Cadillac. It's really like, I mean, I guess it's just turn up and just do these Grand Prix, isn't it? Just to get to Hungaroring for Aston Martin. But they wish they didn't have to travel to all these Grand Prix and just join in halfway through the season. They've been that poor. Alex, he's done it. Gets in. Sneaks in. Go on, Alex. Well, I said it'll be a good weekend for the Haas team. It's, well, they're out in Q1. 2 Aston Martins, no doubt, and no surprise. Stroll behind Alonso, and then Bottas 20th, Perez 19th, Ocon 18th. Berman beats Ocon again, 17th. It's only half a tenth in it, though. Better from Esteban Ocon. He wants to be and needs to be closer than Alex Albon. I'm surprised. Good pace from the Williams. About, well, I mean, 10 thousandths between Ollie Berman and Carlos Sainz, but closer, you've got to say. They'd be happy with that. Ollie with a few choice words after being told he's out P17. Perez was closer to Ocon. Bottas again, another little bit of disappointment. 2.5 tenths off Sergio Perez. He needs to sort himself out, doesn't he, Valtteri? Feels like I'm saying that again. Bit of a shame. But the 2 Williams are through. I thought it was. I was banking on them going out because it's a twisty circuit. I know they've got the power unit with the Mercedes, but they've not seemed like they've got the most out of that. And they've got a heavy, fat car, and I thought they'd struggle around the corners here in Silverstone, but they've not going to struggle as bad as the Haas, clearly. Lewis leads Charles Leclerc, Ferrari 1-2 in Q1. No point getting carried away yet, though. It doesn't count, this one, does it? Good start, though. But we've then got Hadjar, Piastri, and then what's most interesting, we've got Russell and Antonelli, and they're both 4 tenths off. Russell did 2 runs as well. I think that's telling, isn't it? 2-run Russell, and he's P5. Mercedes in trouble. I mean, I've tipped them to win it. Well, I tipped Kimi Antonelli to win it. Is this a surprise that we expected? Is this what we expected in Austria? We're going to get it here in Silverstone. I mean, a Ferrari 1-2 will be mega. But whether they can keep that there for the race tomorrow will be a different story. It's a 11 a.m. start for tomorrow, so join me for the watch along there. And to the other 9 people else who are watching at the moment, get in the comments if you got 4 pole position. So far, we've got Kimi, Russell, and 2 Lewis, including me. Shame for Berman getting knocked out. Yep. It was, yeah, I thought the Haas would be good. They have got the Ferrari engine, which is not the best. And Haas will struggle, I think, from here on, won't they? It's been their biggest weaknesses in season upgrades. And they've not really done anything to change it where everybody else is developing in-house. They're still using external sources to basically produce their parts, and they're going to get found out sooner or later, aren't they? And these are the times in season like this when new upgrades, where you think that they could make the most of it, then going to be the worst affected in a sense. They need year 4 and 5 where they can build on it, and eventually they'll, or find a magic bullet somewhere. I think that's about as good as it's going to get for them at the moment, isn't it? Zach saying the Ferrari's engine looks strong. It was a new engine, but it didn't quite produce what we thought it would in Austria, did it? So it'll be interesting to see how they get on for this one. Zach saying upgrades for Hungary. So it looks like the next big upgrade cycle. Toto Wolff saying he expects Ferrari to run out of money soon. He's surprised at the rate of development, and they've got the money for it. So obviously in this cost cap world, and that's why he said they've struggled or not bringing in as many upgrades because of the cost cap. That'd be interesting. But they will have had a little bit more money, and that's just because of the power unit. Now, I don't know how well or how specified it is of where that money must go exactly, but I'm just pretty sure they'll just use it all on the engine because it's such a big... Interesting, though. It'll be interesting to see how it works out if cost cap comes to bite Ferrari at the end of the season. I'm not sure. Maybe they can just say they spent it on the... what was it? What's Red Bull excuses? On the food? On the canteen? That's what they said, didn't they, when they breached cost cap rules when it first came out? So, yeah, I think they're just playing games, aren't they? Toto, he's Mr. FIA, isn't he? I think he'll be the next FIA president. He's almost like setting himself for that role. Although I don't know why he'd want to do it, but if you watch recently, that Ben Suleiman seemed to have strengthened his position of they're no longer on a 12-year term, are they now, the FA president? It's, well, pretty much indefinite. You stay as long as you want. The other interesting thing is that the runners and their team have to be approved by the FIA president, and if he doesn't approve any member of your team, then you can't stand up to compete against him. So he's got himself in a solid seat there. One, I don't know, make that make sense to you if it does. Right, my time is 8:30. 8:30 now. So I don't know if that's better for you guys on the watch along. So you synced up 8:20 now, if that helps. New McLaren livery. The British Racing Green is interesting, from 1966 car. It's a throwback, isn't it? Because they were saying, as an interesting fun fact, is well, because it was British and it was, the colours were sort of set by country or where you've come from. So blue or British Racing Green is, if you're a British team, you pretty much had a splash of green on it, and that's why Bruce McLaren just had a little strip of it and then just a white car because he didn't have enough money to paint it. Interesting stories from back then. Have you seen the Williams special livery for Silverstone? I did a short on it. Have a look. Hope you enjoy it. You can barely spot the difference. It is literally a, can you spot the difference on that? And if you get it, you get a point. Get in the comments, did you spot it? It's the most special livery, non-special livery. I tell you what, Cadillac did a better job than that for the 4th of July. That's how you do a special livery. The Cadillacs does look nice. I didn't do, or they released it just after I did my preview for Silverstone. So new Cadillac livery as well. The oil tycoons are corrupt is my input on that. I think who isn't it, with big money nowadays? It's tend to, like, when you see people with big money, it's how you do question how they got that huge vasts of wealth. I don't think many would have got it clean. It's part of it, isn't it? We've got the McLaren on screen. I'm glad it's just green at the front nose because it does look very Aston Martin to me, that. Although I do like the back of it. And it's a shame that we've not seen the chrome McLaren. But chrome was a thing back then, isn't it? When McLaren did the whole chrome thing. It was really in and really big. It was the whole jazzy thing. I remember Nike doing a chrome Scorpion ball as a young kid. Remind me of it, that car did. So don't get me started. Yeah, that's another pod thing, isn't it? We're a bit random on this F1 watch along, aren't we? It's not all F1 talk, as you might have gathered. But we're here for all of it. That's what it's about. It's life. Charles is fastest. Lewis Hamilton, fastest. Charles Leclerc, Kimi Antonelli, 2 fastest sectors. Oh, he doesn't. A 10th. So are we seeing some actual pace from the Ferraris? Let's see what George Russell can do. He's slow. 8th. George is off the pace this weekend. Welcome back, Kimi Antonelli. Lewis and Kimi are on fire. Absolutely brilliant, the pair of them. Norris is struggling as well, isn't he? 2 Brits down. Audi's at the moment getting themselves in. I tell you what, and I think I've said this quite a few times this season, the Audi have been impressive, haven't they? As a new outfit, they've done a really good job. And to see if they can get in the top 10. The shame that they've done this before as well, haven't they? I think it's another sprint race weekend where they've got into the top 10 and you only get points to 8th place on a sprint race weekend, which is such a shame for them because they're in the top 10 and then come race day, I think everybody else tunes it up, gets the car right after the sprint race. So we'll see what happens. I think that's what I like about this version of the sprint race weekend is the fact that it no longer sets the grid for the race, and also I can't remember what I was going to say. Also, it's something else as well. Just lost track of my mind. I think that might be the heat that. My mind's gone blank. Charles Leclerc's going for another lap. This will be an interesting lap, actually, to see what Charles Leclerc can do, especially on the tyres. It might give a lot of way for free practice, for the sprint race, and also potentially on how bad Deg is and what kind of lap he can pull off on a second run on the mediums, or 1 run cool and they go again. Happens to the best of I'm not sure quite the best, but we'll yeah, see how it goes. Liam Lawson. The Racing Bulls seem a little bit off, don't they, at the moment? They've had a good couple of Grand Prix. Free practice, they were 10th and 11th. No, 10th for Liam Lawson, 13th for Arvid Lindblad in free practice 1. Liam had a brilliant race. Have you seen the clip of Liam pass? I think it was the double overtake. I think it was a Hassaner and his teammate. Really good racing. Really good overtake for the pair of them as well. Man reborn, Liam Lawson. He's on the right path and track again. He made a really nice interview as well with, I think it was High Performance Racing. I've seen him do it, a pod on High Performance. Actually, a really, really good interview where he just really opens up. Really opens your eyes about what happened in his 2 races at the Red Bull. And if you didn't feel sorry for him back then, which I definitely did, because nobody deserved just 2 races, you listen to what he says and how it kind of went down, and the whole play in race 3 or race 2, where he went for a setup because the team said, let's figure out a way to just help us in the future. And it was just a wild setup, but he went with it, trusted the team. And they just sort of said, well, when it's that wild, it might not work. It didn't work, and he just really killed him. And then the fact is that they just got rid of him after that. And had he known that it was still in sort of in that doubt of whether they keep him or not, which he wouldn't be 2 races in, he wouldn't have done it, or he would have made different choices. And when you hear all that sort of stuff and you think, how have they got rid of him after 2 races? It makes zero sense. But we are where we are. If it wasn't meant to be, it's meant to be, isn't it? That's what happens sometimes, isn't it? Isaac Hadjar's come out of almost nowhere in a sense, and then he's ended up in that Red Bull seat just because of that whole scenario. So it was Hadjar's time. This is the way it goes sometimes, isn't it? Right place, right time. Got the momentum, and it happens. Leclerc, everybody going for a second run. 5 seconds now on the SQ2. Interesting watch George Russell, 4/10 down. He's absolutely nowhere, is George Russell. Charles Leclerc doesn't improve. I don't think Lewis just went straight in the pits. Because it's just, you basically haven't got the lap on a second run, have you? Damn that Rawson from Yuki. Bit racist, is it? Is Rawson a racist word? Rawson? I don't know. Is it racist? Have I missed something? Probably not. I don't know. Either it is. It went straight over my head. That's probably like my thoughts at the moment. But Lewis leads Q2. He's made it 2 out of 2. A 10th up. Kimi Antonelli. Leclerc right behind. Max is half a second back, as is George Russell. Let's see if they can do it on the soft tyres next. I get it. Should have laughed. I see what you did there. It's not really racist, is it? It's a fact, isn't it? We all have our differences. But Lewis Hamilton tops the session. Fastest man again. Let's see what his theoretical time was. He did a... So his theoretical time is still got a 10th up. So he'd be wanting to at least go a 10th faster, if not more. Yeah, 10th theoretical lap time. Actually, short. Antonelli's theoretical lap time is the best, isn't it? 12.5. So Lewis has still got to find a 10th on Antonelli. So if you look at the theoreticals, if Antonelli gets it all together, he could be on pole. I mean, it's all about putting it together, isn't it, when it comes down to it in the final runs. We're nearly there. Q3 time, the best. It looks like it's single lap, though, isn't it? Well, it's definitely single lap. I would be surprised if someone pulls off a faster second lap, especially to take up a higher position. I think pole, if you're first and second, you need to do it on run 1. So you're going to get one chance. So let's see what they do, what they can do. It's big. It's only 8 points sprint race, isn't it? But I guess if you're picking up 8s and your teammates down there at the bottom, it's going to be a big change and a big swing in the championship if that happens. I think Antonelli would be pretty happy if it finishes like this in the sprint race, isn't it? George Russell down in P7. Into Q3, Lindblad. Great job. Liam Lawson as well. 3/10 off pole. Oh, well. Theoretical pole, Q2 pole. Pretty solid lap from Liam Lawson. Racing Bulls are fast, aren't they? I mean, one of them is beating a McLaren in the junior team, a senior team. Small delay for Lando possibly getting out. I mean, when it's one run, you should be okay. So a bit of work going on Lando Norris's car because he's only just went, well, not only just, but about a 10th he squeezed through in that session. Albon, Sainz, Colapinto, Hulkenberg, Bortoletto, Gasly. Gasly just misses out on P10 again, doesn't he? By a 10th this time. Nearly kicked Max Verstappen out last week. Alpines have gone from being the 5th best team to the 6th at the moment, aren't they? They're behind the Racing Bulls. That's 2 weekends now. The turnaround is definitely happened from the Racing Bulls. They've been impressive. Last year was a really poor year from them, and they've turned up this year, haven't they? Really, really, really good job from them. Got a side by side of Hamilton and Antonelli. Antonelli saying there's more time in the bag for Lewis and Ferrari. Well, it needs to be, doesn't it? Because on theoretical lap time, there's more time than what Kimi did. About 3/10 he can pull off. So we're looking at a 128.5. Let's see what last year's... last year's fastest lap for pole, or the lap for pole last year was a 24.8. So we're 4 seconds off last year's pace. This was going to be telling, isn't it? That was the big one because was it in Austria where we just a second and a half, 2 seconds. It's a shorter track though, but it's clearly in the corners where these versions of cars really lose out. And it's not just down to the harvesting as well, actually. Apparently it is because, one, they've got thinner tyres and the aero with the ground effects was completely different. So they just can't carry speed in the corners like they once did. So it is kind of a straight line formula at the moment. And it's not helped with the super clipping, which we must have it because we've barely got any onboard laps. That's one thing to watch out for, isn't it? At the end of SQ3. Will they give us the full pole lap? That's something that the FIA and FOM have been a bit sneaky about, especially early dawn when they got all that criticism about this whole power unit thing. And then they cut away, especially in Japan, didn't they? When they cut away from the pole lap at the worst bit before they went out of the spoon, and then down to 130R. And it just, horrible super clipping. I hope Lando does okay in Q3. He's struggled so far, and they're doing a lot of work on that car, so it'll be interesting. Oh, they got the nose back on. It doesn't look like he's going to lose much time at all. Wheels back on. Panic over. Lando Norris will be out. Interesting. He's clearly not happy with the car, so he's either gone back to. It's strange that you've done such a big change mid sessions. It's not promising, is it, for Lando Norris? 6 minutes 16 on the clock. 6 minutes 10. Five minutes 50 now. It's basically just one lap, isn't it? See how they play it out. It's about 25 seconds. I was caught up about 35 seconds. It's a bit annoying, that, isn't it? No, it's good. Better that it's sort of closer in sync to people watching. So we are literally just waiting game. One lap run. Anybody else? Apparently 11 people currently watching. If we can get you all in the comments. Who have you got for pole position? And if you enjoy a watch along, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, subscribe. I'll be here tomorrow and the day after. Early start tomorrow, 11 o'clock for the sprint race. Looking forward to it. Let's see if we get the grid. I mean, Lewis Hamilton has been on it like a car bonnet since the start of the weekend, isn't he? Really good practice session. He was first out in FP1, eager beaver. And well, he's come with a setup, hasn't he? They were talking about the engineer. He was talking about it with his engineers, sort of saying, him asking, what's helped you go so well around here? 9 wins. Lewis Hamilton around Silverstone, so clearly likes it. What car do you want for this racetrack? So we'll see. Kimi Antonelli, P2 at the moment, but if you go on theoretical lap time, and if you can pull that lap time out, and then there'll be a little bit more in it than that, because we're on the softer, faster tyres now, apparently. We've got one of the McLarens first out. And then we've got a Racing Bull, followed by another McLaren, then a Racing Bull. And they've all poured out now. 3 minutes 10 to go. Yeah, 3 minutes to go. It's a one lap, isn't it? It's just a one lapper on this soft tyre. You basically want to be last man out, don't you, to get the best of the track conditions. Who does it? It's getting that time now, isn't it? The nerves are hanging up a bit. Nerves are kicking a little bit. Who gets pole position? Can Lewis do it? Can't afford any mistakes now. Nobody can. Nice, shiny, soft tyres. As I show Max Verstappen crawling out. What can he do? He's been on the back foot. Don't count him out just yet. We've seen Red Bull do this. They turn up to sprint race weekends and they can be off the pace car for the sprint race and the sprint qualifying and the sprint race, but they turn things around pretty quickly, so I wouldn't count them out for qualifying. We could get a completely different qualifying grid to what we get for the sprint. Long way to go this weekend, isn't it? The sprint weeks, race weeks, are actually really good, aren't they? They are a bit full on. Like there's almost like your Saturday disappears, doesn't it, with just F1, which is great, unless you've got something else going on. But and free practice is actually meaningful in a sense of you've only got that one moment. Oscar starts the lap. Really like the back of the car. The front of it just looks a bit disconnected with me with the green, but I guess I see why they did it. 28. 1 for Piastri. Lindblad at 28.3. He's done. Not the best. Norris at 28.2. Norris a 10th down on his teammate. Lawson at 28.2. So he's slightly up on Norris. Lawson looking quick, looking set to split the McLarens. Antonelli at 28.0. Charles Leclerc at 28.1. Sector 1. Is Lewis going to be the last man? 28.113. So Lewis down a little bit in sector 1. 28.7 for Oscar Piastri. You need to be a little bit off. That is Arvid. Half a second down. No pace for Norris beats Oscar Piastri. Whatever work they did on his car worked for him, didn't it? Lawson just behind Piastri. Antonelli sets to 28.3. Hamilton has done a 30. Oh, it's very close between Lewis and Antonelli. Charles Leclerc 3/10 down. It's all on. Oh, as it looks a bit scruffy out that final corner for Lewis Hamilton. Pole position. He's done it. 11 thousandths. Here comes Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen third. George Russell, what's he got? He's not quick though. He's not on the pace. He's already half a second down, George Russell. Half a second. 3/10 down at least, George Russell in the first two sectors. Yeah, 3/10, fifth. Lewis Hamilton, pole position for the sprint race. Get in. Get in. Come on, Lewis. That's two of us happy on this one at least. Come on. Get in, Max Verstappen. He's going to be racy. You're going to give absolutely everything. Kimi Antonelli, 11 thousandths. Brilliant. I almost thought Lewis lost it in that final. He was off the pace, wasn't he? At 25.5. It was only a little bit off Kimi Antonelli's. Come on. Lewis Hamilton gets pole position. What a lap. He started. Let's see if this is how he means to. I'm sure this is how he means to go on, isn't he? He wants to be fastest. He's back in the yellow helmet. That middle sector was really good from Lewis Hamilton. Just solid lap all round, wasn't it? If you look at theoretical lap time, if you look at theory, Kimi Antonelli still should have been up. He should have been on pole. So there's pace in that Mercedes, and he didn't get it together, which is the interesting thing. I always like that about the theoretical lap times. But Lewis Hamilton, pole position. You've done it, lad. Kimi Antonelli second, the perfect two at the top. It's going to be a brilliant race between the pair of them. I can't wait. I just think Kimi Antonelli will win it in the sprint race, though. So I'm tempering my excitement already. But I might as well enjoy this moment. I'm going to try to kill the joy already. He's not even got out of the car yet, and I'm already thinking he's losing the race tomorrow. Because Kimi Antonelli has been brilliant. There's no two ways about that. The kid is... Oh. George Russell had a lot of head-scratching to do, hasn't he? He's come here. He's not been on it. 3/10 to his teammate. First row is fine. Yep. Perfect front row. What a top three. Lewis Hamilton, Kimi Antonelli, Max Verstappen. I think that might be one of my predictions for something. Probably not sprint. If it is it? I don't know what. I've not written it down. I need to check that. I'll go straight back onto that video in a minute and check what I've predicted for sprint. But I'm pretty sure I've got this 3. It's the ideal 3, isn't it, for me? Anyway. These 3 on the top of the podium. Yes, please. I mean, Charles Leclerc just 6 thousandths back of Max Verstappen. He'll be a little bit disappointed he wasn't closer to Lewis. But it's so close. There's about 30 thousandths of a second between Max Verstappen and George Russell. Less than a tenth. It's a tenth between 3rd and 7th place. Less than a tenth. Really good. Which is actually so interesting because we got such huge gaps for the last 2 Grand Prix. So whatever happened there, I'm not sure. It's not happening here. I think that's... I think you picked Lewis, Kimi, Russell, probably. I can't remember. I'm definitely going to go and check that one. I'll gloat about it tomorrow. If you can join me for the watch along for tomorrow. Lewis on pole. Come on. Well, thank you, guys. That's pole position. Lewis Hamilton. He's come here flying, hasn't he? It was a confidence track, and this kid is confident. And, well, it was expected that Ferrari would struggle, especially with the power. Had some comments in my, I think it was after Austria or something, someone mentioning the Ferraris are going to struggle. Let's hear Lewis. I'm just going to go quiet and listen to Lewis. Wow. I like his yellow cap as well. I think I should buy that. Yes, Lewis, we know you love this place. Just don't cry tomorrow, like Kimi said. In Ferrari. I hope he does pole in Monza. That seems a bit of a stretch, though, with the car and the power unit. No, thank you guys for joining, Kimi. Appreciate the comments, keeping me and joining me on the watch-alongs. Love it. Prim Cat, pedal to the metal. Thank you for joining, watch-along, commenting. It's brilliant. You can tell Lewis is buzzing, isn't he? He's got this like bounce in his step that we've not seen for an absolute age. Yellow boots, yellow cap. Loving it from Lewis with the yellow badge. Oh, Kimi, that's... you didn't have to. That's so kind of you. Thank you, Kimi. That's, I'm sure he'll appreciate that. I'll let him know. We can celebrate a Lewis pole. That'll be pretty epic. Lewis is giddy, isn't he? Can't remember the last time he started from the front row. He looks... he's going to racy tomorrow, isn't he? I think he needs Max Verstappen to get ahead of Kimi Antonelli, doesn't he? And just make it a difficult one. Thank you, Kimi. That's amazing. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching along. It's amazing. What a day. What a Friday. What a way to end the week, the working week, and start. Pole position, Lewis Hamilton. British Grand Prix, home race. He loves it here. He's done it again. Thank you guys for watching along. We're not going to watch or get any interviews from the other two guys. We normally get a top three, don't we? Just look at the bit. Yeah, we might be able to sort something in the streets of Manchester. Let's see. But what a grid. What a top three. Join me for the sprint race, 11 o'clock. It is 11 o'clock, isn't it? I keep saying 11 o'clock and I'm like, might not even be here. Sprint race. No, it's not 11. 11:50 I'm online on. 12 o'clock race start. So not 11. Thank you, Pedal to the Metalhead. Thank you guys for the watch along. Massively appreciated. And hopefully I'll try and get rid of this echo. Was the echo any good? I'm pretty sure it's all should have gone now anyway, but let's hope so. But thank you. See you for the sprint race tomorrow. What a top three. It should be brilliant. I can't wait for the action to get going. What a sprint race we'll have. Charles Leclerc is going to have a bit of work to do. There's going to be racing between him and Max Verstappen. I'm looking forward to that. George Russell, what can he do from 5th place? You never know. It'll be a big one. It didn't last long. Thank you, Primcat. I'm not sure what the that is. Hopefully it was just something messing about. Thank you, guys. Take care. Enjoy your Friday night. Join me for the midday UK time sprint race. Lewis on pole. Kimi second. Max right behind.